Yo, peoples! qushu92 here. Welcome back to another iteration of Qushu Views Anime. Onwards to the next episode of One Piece. Let's go! Last we left out on, we saw the start of Kuma's memories. Memories of his mom, memories of his dad. Now we're witnessing how his family was basically torn apart because they were all taken to Marigewa to be slaves. And Kuma lost his mother in the process. Oh! I didn't think they were going to redo the scene where Kuma's father was killed. And I like how we're seeing everything from Kuma's perspective. While he's trying to run, while the Celestial Dragons are having their triennial human hunting. And this is also the moment where Kuma met Ivankov for the first time. Now we're caught up. A history erased. God Valley of Despair. God Valley, West Blue. Now today's prey is released. The 13 super rare rabbits that we've already introduced are worth 10,000 points each. And there are also 150 rare rabbits. Any one hit kill will earn you an excellent bonus. We have some fine prizes for the champion. This is crazy. And then Jay Garcia is just watching all of this. Everyone's being gunned down. And Jay Garcia's watching Kuma. The slobber that was on this dude's teeth. Navy headquarters. Ooh, is that Kong? Garp? This is young Kong. Oh. Okay, so the treasures that the Celestial Dragons have were taken from Beehive. You know, Hachinosu. Well, we didn't expect Roger would get involved. Yo! Garp was not about to do anything and take up Pirate Island of Beehive New World. Garp was chilling, on vacation, wasn't about to do anything. We didn't expect Roger to get involved. Huh? Say less! I'm heading out! Okay, Kuma's been hit. But he's still going. That's a lot of Navy ships out there. Making sure no one can get off the island. A game of murder to remove the locals from the island for natural resources. Every last one of about 100,000 rabbits on this island will be dead in 3 weeks when this competition is over. In other words, they're holding this competition so they can claim this place for themselves and wipe and completely massacre the inhabitants. In all previous competitions, there were no survivors. Wow, that is messed up. They tell people they'll be able to be free to give them hope so that they can run faster. Because anyone who doesn't run it's not fun for them. And Garling is already earning a whole bunch of points. Apparently Jenny's manipulating information. The prizes for the competition are the key to our escape. One of them is a devil fruit of the strongest class, which allows its user to transform into a mythological azure dragon. Ooh! And the other one, it enables its user to send others and themselves flying to a distant island. It's called the Paw Paw fruit. They're both here on the island. One is the fruit that will become Kaido's, and the other is the fruit that will become Kuma's. I'm a professional at thieving, wiretapping, and transmissions. 2 weeks ago, I leaked the information about this island to the outside. Soon, pirates will be flooding the island in search of treasure, and there will be pandemonium. Man, Ginny's a genius! But that's not enough to pull off the operation. One of us needs to attract the attention of the Celestial Dragons as a decoy. Without hesitation, Kuma volunteers! And this is when the friendship between Ivankov and Kuma started to really solidify. Justice. These Navy don't know what that word means. Ooh, it's the Rocks Pirates! The Rocks Pirates showed up to God Valley! I can't wait to see how they animate this compared to how they did in the manga. I can't wait! Look at the ship! It's no use, Navy. Follow me, Rocks Pirates. Is that Rox's voice? Whitebeard! Gloriosa! Granny Nyo? Shiki! The Golden Lion! Big Mom! And Kaido! And Captain John! Whitebeard, Shiki, Big Mom and Kaido, Buckingham Stussy, Captain John, Gloriosa, and 2 other individuals who are unknown. So, now you know that Gloriosa, aka Granny Nyo, was a member of the Rocks Pirates, as well as Shiki the Golden Lion. The Roger Pirates! Now they're here! Ooh, that straw hat. Look at young Roger! Ooh, Rayleigh! Scupper Gammon! Ooh, and other members of the Holy Knights. Rocks Pirates on one side, Roger Pirates in the middle. Ooh! Okay, animation. Also, was that Bogard still with Garp? Bogard is always there with Garp. Looks like they got the treasure. Ooh, that's the pawpaw fruit. Woo! Big Mom is already on him! And that's how Big Mom gets the fish fruit for Kaido. By beating Ivankov. Kuma, eat the fruit! Kuma, eat it! Ooh! Oh! We don't see people eating devil fruits, and we see the effect that it has on them. Like that little pulse. Whoa! And he gets stopped by Jay Garcia. Your lot in life is to be a slave and die. It has been decided by the course of history. Are you important, mister? It's strange that some people are born to be important. There's no point in being born if you're a slave from birth. If I've got some kind of power, just like Nika, I want to save as many of these poor people as possible. That is why your people need to be eliminated. This incident would fade into the dark shadows of history. Look at all that power. Sorbet Kingdom, South Blue. It looks like even back then Morgans was pushing out the news for the world government. Kuma saved 500 people that day. Those are the hands of liberation. There we see the paw pads on his hands. Wow. And then he's thinking about how his father talked about the warrior of liberation. And Jenny's looks like she's going to be staying with Kuma while Ivankov leaves. Since I'm 4 years older than you, I have to feed you. Hey! It's the same image that we got of Kuma when it showed all of the warlords as kids during, what was it, One Piece Film Z? He's 9 years old and he's bigger than your average adult. Why are they throwing rocks at him? Ooh, get him, Jenny! Ha 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 ha! And he's just now learning how to push out people's pain. Man, okay, Jenny. You enjoying your food. Such a wonderful early life for Kuma. Wow, the same things that Kuma was doing with Ginny is what he would have been doing with his family. Ooh, wow. This animation for this moment. Wow, that was beautiful. I mean, I'm not out. That's a really beautiful, touching moment for the both of them. They're free though. Escaping the yoke of slavery, Kuma and Ginny spend their days filled with laughter. However, a ruthless king tramples on the happiness of his people. For the sake of freedom, Kuma and Ginny are determined to fight the government. Will their hope be able to change the world? On the next episode of One Piece, a fleeting moment of happiness. Kumachi and Ginny, I'm gonna become the king of the pirates! Woo! Y'all ain't ready. Alright, a touching episode of One Piece. While we see Ivankov, Kuma, and Ginny, and everyone else officially escape the game, escape this killer competition from the Celestial Dragons, we also see the introduction of the Rocks Pirates. Mind you, Rocks is nowhere to be seen, but we hear his voice. So, we have Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, Shiki the Golden Lion, Gloriosa, aka Granny Nyo from the Kuja, Buckingham Stussy, and we got two other individuals that are there as well who go unnamed. One of them was the former ruler of Hachinosu before Blackbeard came along later on in life. But I don't know which one that is because they were never actually stated. They never actually had names. Oh, and also Captain John as well, the same one that Buggy wanted the treasure from. And we saw Captain John back then when he was basically a zombie during Thriller Bark. So, all these individuals make up the Rock's Pirates, and you can clearly see that opposite to what Jay Garcia said when he saw how the Straw Hat crew behaved around each other, these are pirates that don't really get along too well. They kind of remind you of the Blackbeard pirates in a way, in how they cooperate with, well, and how they interact with one another. So that happens. We find out that two of the devil fruits that are two prizes for this competition is the pawpaw fruit and the fish fruit. The same one that Kaido would later have in life, and the pawpaw fruit that Kuma would have that would make him the incredibly powerful individual that he was. Using that power, he saves 500 people, but he still wished that he could have saved more. So they all escape, and now Ivankov's doing his thing. Later on, becomes the queen of the Kamabaka Queendom. So that's him doing his thing. But now we have Kuma and Ginny living together, and the next episode is seeing them live together even more as they grow up. It's just, but also seeing them having that tearful moment between each other after everything that happened to them. Them being free. Touching moment. A very touching moment. But also, let me not skip over the fact that not only did the Rock's Pirates arrive at God Valley, but the Roger Pirates, complete with a mustacheless Roger, showed up with Rayleigh and Scopper Gavin and the rest of his crew, and then Garp showed up too, complete with Bogart and everyone else. So, and we all know that the rest is history when it comes to God Valley and what happened then, because it's just lost to the dark shadows of fate. So it's just, we know this the details that Sengoku told us concerning what happened to God Valley, but you saw what happened that caused that whole event to happen. Because of Ginny basically leaking that information out. It's because of Ginny that the God Valley incident happened. So, yeah. This was a good episode. I'm looking forward to the next one. But the next time we have an episode reaction for One Piece, it will be within the same release of the Nintendo Switch 2. And I cannot wait. I can't wait. But I digress. I've already wasted so much of your time already. Sorry with my prattling on. But you guys let me know what you thought of this episode as a whole, and how much are you looking forward to the next one. Let me know in the comments down below. Hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. And because I know you're coming back anyway. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples! And thank you to all of my moderators and members who help make what I do possible.